Today you will create a flickering light just like this, which is perfect for horror games, and you can change the values here with scalar parameters, so you can change the timing as you please. Let's go. First off, we're going to need a light in our scene. So click here, go to lights, and let's start out with a spotlight. So this might not be very visible to you, so Ctrl L, and let's change the direction of the sun and put it down a bit. So something like this should do fine. And then you can increase the intensity, and if you want, the color of the light, and then the cone angle. And you can press the G key to enable or disable it, so you can have this one. And then what we're going to make is a material which flickers, and we can add here in the light function material. So in content drawer, we can right click, create material, _flickering light or anything that you like, and let's open this one. Now with this selected, it's not a surface, it's a light function that we are going to create. Right click and add a time node. And also S click, let's add a parameter so we can later on change this in engine. And let's name this to timing, for example. Default value here can be 1 to start out with. Let's multiply those two, M click to add a multiply node. So our time and our intensity, because it's the intensity here as well, or the timing of it, will be multiplied together. And it will be on and off, so we're going to add a sine node for this. So a sine wave is a value between -1 and 1 and goes in between them, so it's more smooth. And we only need the decimal values between this sine wave, so for that we're going to add a fraction node, like this. And this will already work, but we can make it better. See, this is flickering, but we can make it better. This makes it smooth. This makes it in decimal, which we need. Let's also add a clamp in here. And let's add 2 more scalar parameters, because then we can add it in engine. This is the minimum clamp. Let's S-click once again. The maximum clamp. So, if you want it all dark at some point, it's 0. Or we can also set it as 0.1. So it's a little bit light after all. And 1 is the maximum, so if you want full intensity, go 1. Or you can go with 0.9 and then go in the emissive color. And then you can play around with these values. So apply, you can save it, and then let's go do our level. So in here, right click, and let's create the material instance. Okay, make sure you have the instance selected. And then let's go here to light function. You can look at here, or press this arrow because you have it selected. And we have the material instance right here. And now you can see it in here, or you can just play your game or simulate it. And there you have it. But now, because with the parameters, we can just drag off here. And then we can play here with the values. And when you have this set up, you can see the parameter groups, because that's why we made scalable parameters. You can change the timing. So just enable the boxes to enable this value. And then you can change it to 2 and double speed. You can also half time it or go with the decimal value. You can also have a minimum clamp, let's say 0. And if I make this 0, it's off. And if I make this 1, it's fully on. So we can go here with 0 fully off, or maybe more light. And if I make this 0.4, you can see it's more like this. So we can increase the value, you have more like this. And you can play the simulation of this, and you have a flickering light like here. So this is basically how you can set this up.